My name is Anna Podolsky. I am a heroin addict in recovery since March 11th of 2014. I originally started using heroin when I was 24 years old, and I did that for 6 years until I had a child during that, and I got a DCF case, and I had to go to inpatient mother and child treatment, and I got kicked out of there. I had finished numerous IOPs while still using, and I had completed a few other programs, but continued to use after. And eventually I went to long-term treatment. I would have been homeless because my son was living with my mother, so I had nowhere to go after treatment. And I found Katie Blair House, which was in the same town that my son lived in. So I went to Katie Blair. There was no drug use in the house allowed. They helped me find a job. They helped me get an apartment. They had a little bit of, I guess there was a little bit of rules, but not so much that it was the same as treatment. I was able to have freedom slowly and not have everything thrown at me so quickly. I didn't want to make the same mistakes that I'd made previously. But I got back on my feet. I got my own apartment. And eventually I went to court and I got custody back of my son when he was 4 years old, 2 years ago. And on Sunday, actually, I'm about to have 3 years clean and sober. And I don't know if I would have been able to get here without the help that I had in transitional housing. Throughout recovery, my life has been so good, but it's not good days every day. And I think the programs that I went to, the people that I met along the way, there was a lot of things that helped me learn to deal with things. My son's father died of a heroin overdose last year. Which was, it's really hard. He was 4 years old, and then I had to talk to a 4-year-old about death, and are you gonna die? He was asking me if everyone was gonna die. But at that point, I had a lot of help. I had built up tools that I could use to, not go back to my old ways. And I don't know if I could have done all the things I did without programs like Katie Blair House.